Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast on the host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda who is like defender of the fatherland of it, 2v2 on Pachino stalemate. In the northwest is Ashilrye and Ashur fighting for the German army here with double Wehrmacht forming up with the 4th Fallschirmjaeger Division with Coastal and Luftwaffe. He's going to pick, he has picked Luftwaffe, and in the southeast it is Bego, and it is HeartlessJaeger fighting for full-on American force here with the US 3rd Infantry Division. Tasked with breaking a hole here open in the German line so the 1st Armored Division can pass through. We got here Coastal there, of course, with the Italians and some Pioneer there at Ashilrye. And we got the Fallschirmjaeger dropping in aggressively here for Ashur. As always, big hearty thanks to my patrons, supporters for the continued generous and absolutely wonderful support of the Propagandacast, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos, helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. Engineers for Bego on top of the riflemen. We got more riflemen out there as well for HeartlessJaeger. Fairly standard openings. We also got more coastal troops out there for Ashilrye. Coastal battle group seeing a bit of a surge in popularity again, both in 1v1 and 2v2, I find. At least in 1v1, because people have realised that, you know, a lot of the time, as the USF in particular, it's going to come down to economy, and the Italians' troops, in that sense, very cost efficient, and so bunkers, because the Americans can't bleed bunkers that easily yet. So, we got the Southern Fuming East, we got the first engagement happening, scouted, countering Italian coastal service there. Boat action, Coh3 rafts there, forcing them back here, up north here. Bit of skirmishing here, Fallschirmjaeger catching the raft board here. He's there. And apparently taunting Bego for some reason. Meanwhile, straight for the centre with the scouts fueling the south. HeartlessJaeger launching assault into Italian and German lines here. And the 4th Fallschirmjaeger Division, as a fun fact, was actually a mixed German and Italian paratrooper division. Fun fact. But anyways, up northeast, got Captain Crowd being engaged for Rob. You got more troops moving for Bego, who's slowly pushing forwards, but obviously attacking right into this is not going to be ideal here. Pretty good terrain here to defend with, so he's going to need either mortars, he's going to need to find a way around, or he's going to need a lot more riflemen to really make this work out. This is overall, otherwise, not engaged in this really thing. We also got troops moving in here. Pioneers going to flank in. Grenadiers moving up. We got what appears to be another Fallschirmjaeger Pioneer squad here then for Ashur. South side fighting continues, but we see HeartlessJaeger sort of so far stalled under countless Italian bodies with a few Germans for encouragement. Bunker up there for Ashilrye. Like the medic bunker, there could be other types of bunkers. Pioneers being mauled here. Fallschirmjaeger holding up the Grenadiers moving in to assist. Center is largely American, but also largely vacant. And there you go, bunker up. Can immediately start green for the medic bunker. Yes, indeed. Obviously, coastal serves synergize incredibly well with it, since they get free reinforcements as a basic thing every 40 seconds. Plus, of course, you get the cash recovery, which, of course, provides them with further free reinforcements, effectively. In terms of, like, engagement range for riflemen, even cover, they can perform fairly well. The problem is the cover bonus can be a bit inconsistent, so sometimes they'll be in cover and they still won't get us. The rifle needs to close in, but if in cover and the bonus is triggered, they can actually be a problem for riflemen charging at them somewhat. Pioneer continues, Fallschirmjaeger lone health Grenadiers about to get wiped out as well. Here, Ashur really pushing his luck here versus Bego, who keeps pushing forwards here. We got 4 coastal serve squads for Ashilrye. You should definitely get the officers' quarters. I mean, if you're going to go for that many, tier 1/tier 0 units, you really want the officers' quarters. Fallschirmjaeger need to retreat. Ashur is pushing his luck there. I think that's a big mistake there. That's going to be, I think, a good chance of wipe. He even got scouts in the retreat path, which could actually score it. So yeah, that's definitely Ashur here, overextending and underestimating his opponent. Quite expensive loss in the early game, 280 manpower straight down onto the floor. Finding up north, buddy. Orphanage here continues, Pioneers wiped. In fact, Ashilrye at this point has lost all of his Pioneers. So, German players definitely need to be more... Oh, does get a wipe at least on HeartlessJaeger in the south, but Ashur's just, I think, not quite managing the same here on Bego up north. In fact, he could even lose like another Fallschirmjaeger Pioneer squad if he's not careful. It would be absolutely disastrous. So definitely a bit of work there, I think, needed on unit preservation. Meanwhile, Italian troops here caught in a bit of a shootout here with HeartlessJaeger's forces, to put it gently. Pioneers is laying down mines. Bego just pouring into the northern fields here as soon as Ashur got pretty aggressively routed. You also got support bunkers down locked for Ashilrye over to Ashur with very little left, since again did lose an entire Fallschirm Pioneer squad. And HeartlessJaeger's gone for Spec Ops. So, Panzergrenadier for Ashur, not a bad move. But yeah, no officers' quarters whatsoever here for Ashilrye so far. For the, again, Italian troops, they benefit reasonably well from that, obviously. So, I would definitely argue that is a bit of an oversight, though, of course, he still needs to get the officers' quarters up in the first place. Or the Wehrmacht quarters, infantry quarters, there we go, infantry company, up in the first place before he can actually, like, you know, get the upgrades going. So, a bit worth keeping on there. We got the Weasel there with a pack-out at HeartlessJaeger. Bit of light artillery support here. The pack-out was primarily used by US... Well, it was intended used for US airborne divisions and some of the mountain infantry divisions, but probably found its way to other units as well. Mine goes off here, but takes some man losses. Fallschirm Pioneer, or Jaegers, unlocked for Ashur. I mean, he's already got the Fallschirm Pioneer. And he's dropping in the Fallschirmjaegers. We'll have to see if they survive a bit longer than his Fallschirm Pioneer. Then easy caught. Sneaking up in units from mines or flamethrowers out. Germans somewhat aggressive, extent at least Ashur is. So far, Ashilrye is the one that is a bit more cohesive in that sense. There you go, Fallschirmjägers, Fallschirm Pioneer, Grenadier are all sort of caught up here, but Bego is definitely proving a bit of a threat here, to put it gently. Fallschirmjaeger catching off squad 8042, supported by the Karnak TKs, the Fallschirm Pioneer, routing here Bego's men. In the south, the assault continues. Of course, pack-outs versus a unit that requires cover to, you know, be effective is definitely a pretty devious but effective choice here by HeartlessJaeger. That's it, charging straight at them, but in the open it's not ideal. We do have support bunkers that just retreat back towards the medic bunker. Up north here, Fallschirmjägers versus the captain held up here inside the bottle shop there. Fallschirm Pioneer and minesweepers. Mine spotted, good mine of course there by Bego. Resources floating still, no sign of anything here further from Ashilrye. We do get a bit of artillery watch out here, thwarting HeartlessJaeger's assault there beneath a carpet of artillery. Another Fallschirmjaeger squad here for Ashur, and the second Fallschirmjaeger company gonna need a bit of trouble. With Ashilrye's attached Italian Reserve Company there. Well, still not doing a lot there. I'm really surprised he's just not taking up there. He's just got 4 Fallschirm coastal squads and some pioneers, and that was just all bunkers for him so far. Like, he really should, you know, start taking up there. But got the pack bunker up here. Once we can see here, got the tank depot for HeartlessJaeger on the way, so sort of pushing for armor. Fallschirmjäger's right here, low on health, definitely going to need some healing for them. Grenadiers almost got wiped out as well. And there you go. Greyhound striking in. That needs to be retreated. And of course, Ashur having no anti-tank weapons is certainly quite exposed here. Greyhound there raising in. Not looking ideal here for Ashur in the south. Ashilrye's Italian coastal reserves keep pushing forwards, supported by a network of bunkers. At this point, a bit far behind them. Fallschirmjägers made it out alive for that one, though, at a fairly low health. Packard continue to bombard here Italian forces as they try to establish a cohesive front line here against the American attackers. Officer out there for Ashilrye. And there you go, Ketencrad spotted, ground diving in here. Bego wants that Ketencrad. Keten gone. Up north here, Pioneer spotted Ralph Squad. That Ralph Squad is super low on health. A good flank here could score a wipe on them. A bit of goodwill. In the south here again, Ashilrye pushed back. Again, relying a bit on human wave tactics here to an extent. Oh, great shot from that. Almost wiped out the Pioneer squad. So, tank depot up there. We have a motor pull course there for Bego, but nothing else. He's going for the pack for them, Mr. Ashur. Could, of course, go for the LD-40. Probably not going to go for that when he can go for the Pack 40 at this point. Artillery being called in here by Bego's most heroic captain. The Baker Company, while Charlie Company in the south, he is not quite much like. Artillery fire the rain down from the officer. Pack 40 is almost done. We finally got some techs running out here for Ashilrye.
We have lost a Kettenguard scout.
Panzergrenadier Company as well. They Ketencrad knocked out. I do think it was a miss there by Ashilrye not rushing out that infantry company and just getting out some officers' quarters upgrade for all these coastal services. But there we go. Rangers out here, meaning Bego has gone for advanced infantry back to Ashilrye. And over here to Bego, who has, of course, gone for that. He's got one Ranger scored out. He's certainly suffered some losses himself, it would appear, but he still holds pretty good control here of the northern end of the map compared to his opponent, Ashur. South side, another Italian assault here.
You have command points available.
Lieutenant Giovanni there of the 328th Reserve Company there, pushing his men onwards. Greyhound hitting a mine there. That was a pretty deviously late miner then by the Germans, though I'm not entirely sure which one. Panzer Company there for Ashilrye. So, yeah, looking to rush out some kind of armor. Plus, probably a Sturmpanzer is they're very popular. They probably would recommend the Panther 4 and some Starstruppen. But then again, if he's in a big romance there, the Italian troops, he's probably not going to go for Starstruppen. Another raft squad there for Bego. Fallschirmjaeger rushing in the center. Pack hanging back, reserving there. Go Rangers closing in with the Thompsons. Officers trying to provide some assistance, but isn't doing much there because the German Fallschirmjaeger apparently don't understand Italian. What's he asking us about? I don't know. Maybe he thinks we should boil some pasta properly. I haven't had pasta in months. Rout squad charging into the troops again, caught out the cover. It's a massive rout here, in particular with the Rangers. In the south here, F Company has been launched here by Bego. Attacking in the sun, pushing into the coordinate attack here between F Company and HeartlessJaeger there. Pack bunker there, obviously of not much use here. Support bunker being hammered. The artillery called in here to try and blast up the American advance here under HeartlessJaeger. Up north here, Fallschirmjäger's roaming in, fighting for the northern fuels happening. Another Ranger squad out here for Bego. Fallschirmjäger moving through, but the Fallschirmjäger's like half health. Meanwhile, massive artillery strikes just been called in here against the American troops. F Company's just standing in the middle of it as Italian mortar fire is just bracketing them there. Fallschirmjäger's got wiped here. Ashur's unit preservation continues to show some problems. Strafing there called in, Rangers flanking from the north. And Ashilrye is just getting decimated as well. Like just massive casualties here on all sides, though F Company probably suffered the worst.
A pack gun has been knocked out.
Pack got wiped as well there, Greyhound racing in.
Victory point.
Fallschirm Pioneers just getting wiped out. They're hitting a mine there with the Greyhound, buying them some time. In the south, those Shermans out here for HeartlessJaeger. There's 105mm Sherman. Punching through the German lines and of course bypassing the Pack 40 flanking it. Nice play there. Thumbs up. That bunker is now pretty toast. Support bunker has also fallen. Further, of course, complicating matters here for Ashilrye. Meanwhile, Panzer Company, they're up for Ashur as well. Sturmpanzer 4 on the way for both players. I do think at least one of them should have gone for Panther 4 first. Well, that's just me. Rangers captain advancing in the center here. Medic bunker's about to crumble here. Americans, of course, want no healthcare in their watch.
5 command points available. Luftwaffe ground forces.
Fallschirmjäger push back the captain. Second Sturmpanzer ready here, so that's a lot of Sturmpanzers. And we got the captain, they just absolutely mauled here. Fallschirmjäger's routed, Greyhound and F Company again to the rescue, though F Company versus Sturmpanzer in a strafing run is probably a match made in hell. And I think F Company is going to get F'd pretty hard. They did not manage to do much there before they became a pile of mangled and broken anatomy there. Sturmpanzer just pretty much gains veterans you won from like mauling F Company. More bunkers for Ashur right here in the south. Sturmpanzer moving forward here, catching the Sherman. HeartlessJaeger a bit short on anti-tank weapons at the moment. In the center east, Bego does have an anti-tank gun. Up north here, Bego's also making good progress against the northern flank of Ashur, who continues to suffer from a bit of a shortage of infantry. Whereas Ashur at least just has a surplus of Italians to throw into the meat grinder. Probably leads to some very interesting reports back to headquarters. For one is like screaming from one infantry, the one's like, "Yeah, don't worry, I've got plenty of Italians to spare." Rangers charging in there up north. Grenadiers being flanked by Ralph's Court Fallschirmjägers. Could assist there with FT-42s. Sturmpanzer around the Rangers. Yeah, this is an early model Sturmpanzer here, which you can tell from it doesn't have the fact the hull machine gun here, which was one of the more unique hull mount MG setups there, but they basically would delay the bolts have one up here to help protect against infantry and such. So, little fun fact there. Rangers charging in there, supported by artillery. Fallschirmjäger pioneers getting hosed. Not ideal there in the south. Sturmpanzer assault going forwards here. AF Company again, Italian troops there in close quarters combat with riflemen. Also, fun fact about Pachino and coastal Italian troops. So there's actually, in the actual war, the Americans will land around Pachino, or I think the Allies in general, and the Italian Coastal Reserve Division posted they just vanished. Like, they just kind of deserted, went away. Fun fact. Captain there, one-shotted, wiped. F Company going straight towards the German base here, causing a bit of a headache here logistically.
Panzer Fiers, field ready.
Panther 40s there for Ashur. Thumbs up. In fact, let's put Ashur and 2 HeartlessJaeger.
The enemy has claimed our territory.
The Ashur's part of the front line is an absolute mess here.
We have a surplus of command points available.
Porous is an old-time sponge. Sturmpanzer rushing in here, going straight for the anti-tank gun. Panther ranks to the scene, second anti-tank supporting. Anti-tank wipe as well there. Lighterman support is not making these easy here for Ashur's armor. Got the anti-tank gun. Fallschirmjäger roaming in. F Company just cleared out the Pack 40. We got Fallschirmjägers here. Getting attacked by rifle. Need to retreat here. The Rangers going to close in, otherwise we're going to wipe them. Rangers here. Mold. Fallschirmjägers popping the steel gun out it. They need to retreat. Might have been too late here though for Ashur. Panther Force moving in. Yeah, that's too late. Ashur continues to suffer brutally high casualties, whereas again, Ashilrye, you know, I mean, technically also suffering high casualties, but at least he's not suffering wipes. Because he's losing Italians. Anyways, Panther roaming up northwards there.
We have command points that require use.
More bunkers here though for Ashilrye. Another pack bunker here. Hellcats out for Mr. HeartlessJaeger to help hunt down that Sturmpanzer. Ashur though, going for more Fallschirmjäger to help repair his panzers. Not a bad idea. Pack bunker that's going great hits. Coastal Service charging in there with their anti-tank grenades. Probably ready in hand. Ralph's Court's moving in here, but need to cover around that Sturmpanzer. More artillery fire here, more death. Pioneers about to get wiped. There we go. Ashilrye suffering another explosive demise there for his men. Another bunker there quickly being rushed up.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Forces being rushed towards the center. We got 324 versus 400. Grenadiers about to get hosed there. If Ashur doesn't, get them out of there. Italian troops being sent to assist. There we go. That's a hit. Gaining vestige on that Sturmpanzer, but there you go. Anti-tank gun to the rescue. Italian troops are pouring in one big, massive blob. Doesn't even use the veterans' vulnerability to boost the Italian troops. Not exactly the noisy using cover for them. Certainly highlighting some of the weaknesses of Ashilrye's strategy with them. Strafing around here, Sturmpanzer about to get knocked out. There we go, at least got one of the anti-tank guns, but good chance of losing it. Or maybe not. But actually throw a satchel charge here. Then a lot of anti-tanks left for Bego. Got the Italian troops moving in there. Got another anti-recruit. Italians quickly popping on the anti-tank gun. Right before the eyes of the Americans. Second one recruit as well here. Sherman blasting, clearing up one, but there you go. Got the Italian anti-tank grenades, which are just basically Molotovs, but with a sort of grenade detonator on it, similar to the German Brandflasche. In fact, apparently it was based off an improvised sort of anti-tank grenade the Italians made, which just, again, was a Molotov, but then using the Model 35 grenades detonated to set it all off. Fun fact. So in the Heartland, again, just the way troops had to improvise a lot, in particular when the army just really didn't prepare ahead of time. Heavy loss here again for Ashur. I mean, at this point, that's not so much a big report as it is a refrain. But, yeah, he really needs to work his unit preservation a bit. Like, there was no reason for him to really commit all of this when it was so damaged. He's just waited and, you know, pulled back for some repairs, I think. But that's that. Sturmpanzer moving in here. Got the pack bunker, this going ahead on the Weasel, Ace Level at that. Another Panda 4 there for Ashur. We got 396 is busy up north here with the Lone Grenadiers group again. Versus those 22 Rangers, it is not looking ideal. Need to retreat them before they get annihilated. And again, Italians on the move, though. Of course, imagine had he at this point gone like much sooner for the officers' quarters. These would have probably been veteran free at this stage, which certainly would have helped a bit. Now, Fallschirmjaeger, I mean, considering. Again, this guy's, you know, blobbing around infantry. That, not Calabria Whizbang is going to be an absolutely amazing choice. We do get a Model 42 there, anti-tank grenade off there. Again, Italian Molotov. Until he called in there, though getting his own troops caught is a bit not ideal there. Rushing here at the Hellcat. Even he does lose it, taking out a bet she's Sturmpanzer's not going to make it off. There we go. Almost got it there, in fact, and got it. As we know, Italian troops were trained to throw this like into, you know, the engine intakes and whatnot, so like increase the chances of it getting into the engine, setting it all off. Bunching Pioneer about to get murdered. Yup, Ash's losses continue to be horrendous. He just suffers entire wipes time and time again. And obviously at this point, with heavily veteran Rangers trying to keep his men alive is obviously going to be a massive, you know, challenge, to put it gently. Though, of course, at the same time, Ashur does tactically at times feel like make some decisions that don't exactly make the task any easier, to put it gently. Like, again, the way sending that damaged Panther 4 and Sturmpanzer 4 to the center there. Like, I'm surprised, in fact, he keeps sending in troops here with, like, really beneficial for the Rangers, rather than maybe focus up north. I mean, I do get it allows to stay close to his teammate, but it doesn't really matter if you keep seeing your entire force bro down to next to nothing. At that stage, it's like, I know. Rangers moving forwards here. Pillfoot mortar there, narrowly gets survived. Pack bunker there, getting wrecked by countless entertainers under Bego and HeartlessJaeger's command. Back to Bego by and Ashilrye just getting so caught up and talk about the various things. I apologise. Mortar white just fires off a single round, and far up north here, Lone Grenadiers caught versus the Rangers. Ashur needs to retreat here, but will he? And we got Howardson now for Bego, of course. A further problem here for this entire bunker strategy there for Ashilrye. I mean, I'd say going this too heavy on bunkers, it's probably more something that's going to work in more than ones, but like can't like really have like both allied players just more easily commit to a lot of artillery. As in team games, that's more than norm anyway, so a bunker heavy strategy is definitely a bit more risky, though at least he's not going too heavy, but even then, that combined with his, you know, tendency of just bunching up his men, also, I think, increases the chances the Allies scoring some absolutely amazing wipes. Of course, in the case of Ashur, I mean, you know, no need for that. I mean, he just suffers the wipes no matter what. It seems. So in the south, Ashilrye there, all is the Italians forwards. Another hurrah in the name of Il Duce. This German arm provides some support. F Company, of course, continues to get absolutely mauled. Almost as hard as Ashur has. Second Sturmpanzer there, and Ashilrye's going for another Sturmpanzer feed. Just so many Sturmpanzers.
We are losing possession of a capture
So many Sturmpanzers. F Company there again, just wrecked. And there go another white hit on Ashur. More bunkers there fast right now. The packed bunker though. I'm kind of amazed it keeps building them. Like at this stage, they're just such easy targets for all of the Allied artillery. Like you're better off just going for Panther 4s and, you know, just not building bunkers. And maybe, you know, playing a bit more to the rest of the map rather than just actually sending his men in to die in the center. Back here to Ashur, who's going for Starstorm. Finally, a note to HeartlessJaeger, who's got another Hellcam away. Going in with MG42s and G40 In this case, I suppose representing some of the more hardened veterans of the Fallschirmjaeger Division. And certainly also more likely to be equipped like actual Fallschirmjägers, that is with an MG42 and, you know, some nice rifles.
Pioneers are reporting for duty.
Because in the end, Fallschirmjägers were more likely to be equipped with MG42s and 34s than, you know, like multiple FT42s, for example. Jump onto the getting hammered the anti-tank gun wall of the Allies. And here the Germans, lacking in artillery, obviously found themselves in a bit of a tough spot. Okay, they're going for the Sturmpanzers. After they're getting more Pack 40 supporting. Pulling back here towards the Fort medical station under Bego. Charging in here. We're spending on our press as well here. Allies are getting very confident about the current state of affairs.
200 points remain. We are losing our grasp.
And Ashur there's about to get another wipe. And of course at this point I would like to, you know, warn about, you know, having a shot whenever Ashur gets unit wiped, because at that stage I don't want to be like responsible for anyone not getting, you know, themselves killed from alcohol poisoning. Anti-tank range support moving in a Sturmpanzers blasting away there. Massive guns firing there into the Allied advancing ranks of anti-tank guns, but it is ultimately falling flat here in the face of the sheer volume of armor-piercing shells that are being displayed. We do get a strafing run here, but it is just not enough. Sturmpanzers heavily damaged, rushing in here. Guards on the anti-tank guns, Rangers though shredding more troops. Ashur barely hanging on here, his company decimated. Similarly there with Ashilrye, and there we go, GG, game over. Absolute brutality there. Some back and forth in the end there. I think part of it is just Ashur really having a bad sense of unit preservation almost on the conniving level here, particularly with his infantry, but even with his army at times committed them in not ideal ways. I also think in that sense, like, you know, they really overcommitted to the Sturmpanzer force. And similarly, Ashilrye could have just played its strategy a lot, you know, more efficiently, this faster, within officers' quarters. Again, it would have been a huge boost to his, you know, coastal reserves in the early game. And, you know, maybe just, in general, more Panther forces maybe should have considered, like, you know, some artillery, rather than, you know, the bulwark, like the massive howitzer. What was that, instead of the, you know, coastal wall, but rather than just some, that large howitzer could, like, you know, but helping, like, deal with some more of the Allied support weapons in return. So some room for improvement. The Allies think you should play to the strengths, and obviously did quite well there. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Leaning saying cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.